It's more than the absence of illness. It's the state of complete physical, mental, and social well-being. But let's delve deeper. Health is the heartbeat of life. It's the rhythm that keeps us moving forward. The pulse that echoes our vitality. It's a symphony of balance and harmony, resonating in every aspect of our existence. Health is a silent conductor, orchestrating the dance between the body and mind. It's the energy that propels us towards our dreams and aspirations. It is the foundation upon which we build our futures. So, what is health to you? Join me, Kofi Bartels, this and every Thursday for Health Thursday, 8 a.m. on the Morning Crossfire as we explore important issues affecting your health. Only on 99.3 Nigeria Info.
Live from the heart of Victoria Island, you're listening to your number one station, 99.3 Nigeria Info. This is Morning Crossfire on 99.3 Nigeria Info.
All right, welcome back. It's Health Thursday, and we're looking at the health benefits of fasting today. Yes, it's a season of fasting. We had Lent. We've also had Ramadan. So both Christian and the Islamic faith, we have adherents of the two faiths embarking on fasting, and other people are just fasting for reasons best known to them. Some are fasting maybe Easter and all that. So we thought it was going to be best to seize this opportunity to look at the benefits to our health that this activity called fasting, religious or not, brings to our bodies. You don't need to be a religious person to fast. All right, that's why it's a health topic. Some people who may not go to church or mosque still fast because of their health. We have a guest this morning who will be giving us her perspective on this topic and this concept of fasting for health. She's a registered dietitian and a licensed dietitian and nutritionist and a public health professional. Udeme Umoh joins us via audio link this morning from somewhere in Lagos State, right here on the biggest morning radio program in Lagos, the Morning Crossfire. Udeme, good morning to you. Thanks for your time. Good to have you.
Hi, good morning. I hope you can hear me well. Good morning, Nigeria. Good morning, Lagos.
Thank you very much. I know we reached you at short notice. You're kind of busy today, so make it as quick as possible. We appreciate your time right here on the Morning Crossfire. And of course, for those who are listening, I'm sure our listeners will be delighted and very appreciative of the information that you share this morning. If you'd like to call in, please feel free. For those listening, 0201 465 7190 is the number we'll be using for some time. It's only for our female listeners, but we've been having to share. Our female listeners are having to share because the main line has been down. No fault of ours. And we're working very hard with the network providers to ensure that the main line is back up so everyone can call it, male, female, and every other person. That's the 0700 993 993 993. But if you try it and it goes through, fine. That's your luck. But if you can't get to us using that number, 0700 993 993 993, please call 0201 465 7190, 0201 465 7190. Now, if you've called already, we have a one call per person rule, but between now and when we're done, if you've called already, please still free to call again. We'll do one call again between now and when we're done. And also, if you want to send us a WhatsApp message, you're not taking WhatsApp calls or voice notes, please send your message to our WhatsApp number 08095975805, 08095975805. From my perspective as a layman, I'm not an RDN like our guest. I've heard of water fasting. I've heard of fruit fast, which I've been doing myself every week, 4 times a week. I haven't eaten real food since Tuesday. I've heard of intermittent fasting, which some people I know are doing, but I don't know what kinds of fastings we have. But some experts have found that restricting food intake during the day can help prevent health problems such as high cholesterol, heart disease, obesity, as well as improve mental health and well-being. So I want to go straight to our guests. What are the types of fasting that we have as far as you from the health sector are concerned?
Okay, thank you very much. Good morning once again. Thank you
Good
for
morning.
having me. I hope you can hear me.
Loud and clear, very clearly.
Okay, thank you very much. All right, so before I answer your question, I want to just differentiate between the difference between fasting and starvation, because most times people just have to use it intermittently, or they use it interchangeably, not knowing the actual difference between
Mm.
fasting and
Mm.
starvation.
Yeah.
Okay, fasting is something that it's within your control, which means you have the means, you have the resources,
Mm.
you have the time, you have everything available, but you decide to, set aside all of those things, the food, the drinks, everything that you should enjoy yourself with, and decide to go on a period of little or no food within a specific period of time. Now, for starvation, is that just because there are no food available in your house, you are forced to convert it to fasting. You get that kind of, you wake up in the morning and you're like, oh, I don't have this particular thing available in the house. And if I had it, I would have had breakfast. So you starve that morning. So starvation is maybe as a result of food insecurity, food unavailability. But fasting is a period where you intentionally stay away from food, beverages, and all of that. So
Mm.
that's for fasting.
All right.
Now, people have different reasons why they fast. People fast for health, people fast for religious reasons, people fast for spiritual reasons. Now, there have been lots of different types of fasting. I've even heard someone say something called social media fast. I've also heard something called different types of fast. But the ones that have been scientifically proven, that has evidence, that has research has proven, is just seven of them. Now, I will go right into it. Number one, we have intermittent fasting, which is a very popular one called if. And then the second kind of fasting is water fasting, where you just go for a period of time, just having water alone. And then we also have liquid. You can decide, okay, I want to just have liquid. Maybe it could be glass of milk, it could be any form of liquid available. Some people even do, okay, from now I'll just be taking fizzy drinks, no food. And then the first kind of fasting is juice fast. I can also call this food fast. People just say, okay, I want to just go on juices, our popular detox program that the online people sell to us. So that's a way of saying, okay, it's a type of a detox program where we just do juicing from fruits and from vegetables. We just juice. And then we have the religious fast, of course, where we have the Christian having a regular fasting. We also have the Muslims having the Ramadan fast and the like. And then the last one is fasting for a medical reason. Like, for instance, maybe you're about to go into surgery, you are asked not to eat a particular anything for a
Mm-hmm.
period of time,
Mm-hmm.
just to prep your body to go into maybe surgery
Mm-hmm.
or fasting, or be surgery or a medical procedure. So that's like the seven types of fasting: intermittent fasting, water fasting, liquid fasting, juice fasting, religious fasting, and fasting for a medical procedure.
Interesting, interesting. Udeme, if you're using your earpiece, kindly pull it out, and let's see if the audio connection will be better. Just we can use talk with us without our earpiece. Let's see if it will be better. For those of you listening, she's given us the types of fasts. I giggled here when you said social media fast, but it's quite interesting. That we have that social media fast. So for those of you listening, having listened to our registered dietitian, and give us these. Which one do you do? For those of you listening, which one do you do? Call us right now, 0700-993-993-993. She said there's a difference between starvation and fasting, which is very important. I never had anyone say that, but thinking about it, that's quite important. What happens to the body when we fast? Are there any benefits to the body? Even if it's just a religious fast, and people are praying and they're not even thinking about their health. Are there any benefits to the body?
Yeah, yes, there are benefits. Like, for instance, initially the concept of starvation or fasting came about when food was not readily available. Like in the olden days, where before you eat, maybe you have to go to the farm. The ancient fasting is a very, very historic experience that people had long. Our fathers, our grandfathers had it. They were doing it directly or indirectly, maybe as a result of starvation or just deciding that, okay, for religious reasons, they want to just fast. Now, every time you go into a fast, your body goes through a procedure. Okay, before that time, or in the olden days, because of the limited quantity of food they had, they were not eating the way we are eating now.
Oh, I see.
I don't know if you get my point.
Okay.
So throughout history, people experienced periods where they either had scarcity or they had lack. But thank God, when technology came into place, when we had things like refrigeration, transportation, electrical lighting, this processing of food, this made food more readily available. And this has actually shifted our eating pattern. Okay. So you'll be surprised that if you do statistics now, or you ask maybe 1 in 10 people, I can bet can tell you that, or let's say 1 in 5 people can tell you I eat more than 3 times in a day. Yeah.
So are you saying our ancestors were not eating 3 times a day, 3 square meals, like we call it?
They were eating 3 square meals, but they were not eating the way we are eating. Let me explain. Okay, an adult now with a child wakes up in the morning. She has her own breakfast, so she serves her child breakfast, maybe cereal, and then along the line, the child didn't finish the cereal, so that the cereal will not waste. You eat your own breakfast and eat the baby's own. Now you're on your way to work. You get to work, you have another maybe brunch or tea break by 11. How many meals is that? That's 3. It's lunchtime around 2, 3. They bring maybe pasta or mala or rice or egusi, and you shut it down. You have one more board meeting, maybe like 5. You're ending a board meeting, and they're bringing small chops. How many times is that? That's like almost 6.
So all those nibbles are still meals, counted as meals.
So most times people don't factor in all those small but frequent meals, all those in betweens. So when you're asking a client, what have you had? Because one of the way we track what people eat is, what have you had in the last 24 hours? They tell you, I've only had just 2 meals. So maybe the one I had at lunch, I had amala. Then when I got home in the evening, I had pepper soup. They don't factor in all those in between, but those small things sums up to be a total of what you have had for the day. Your body didn't recognize that was an in-between meal, or this was a main meal. Wow. Everything you took in, your body recognized that, because the entire calorie, the entire energy, the entire protein, the entire nutrient you got from everything you ate in 24 hours is going to your body. Do you understand? Okay. So that was where the whole system came. So that was why intermittent fasting came, when people started changing the regular eating patterns, eating as much as, going without, going around, eat here, eat there. You go for a party, you're eating. So, but every time that you go into your body, for instance, now when you go into fasting, there's something called the damaged cell and the stem cells. Okay. So when you go into fasting, these damaged cells are the cells that have gone through process of what we call inflammation. That increases aging process, that you protect against cancer. So when you go into fasting, it kills the damaged cells faster, and then turn on the stem cells. Now let me say this: the cell is the smallest unit of the body. So your brain rejuvenates cells, your body rejuvenates cells. The red blood cells, the nerve cells, they are rejuvenated, which means that it is not because you were born like that, it just stays. No, it renews itself. Some of them every 14 days, some of them every 21 days, some of them every 6 months. Even your red blood cells, they are reproducing, they are rejuvenating, they are regenerating themselves. So, but if these damaged cells are not allowed to, get out of the system, and therefore the new ones to come up, you just find that people are breaking down. That's why we have increased rates of high blood pressure, blood control, inflammation, cancer, and the likes. So what fasting does to you is to adjust your body to get rid of the damaged cells and allow the stem cells to come into play.
I see. Wow, that's quite interesting. 0700993993 and 020146579190. Udeme, stay with us. I'll come to you shortly. Very important information you're sharing with us. We have a listener on the line. Hello, good morning.
Good morning. This is Mrs. Oboli calling from Ikorodu. Good morning to your dietitian as well.
Good morning. Good morning, ma.
Okay. I would really want us to have a balance here. As much as fasting also helps as a detox I have somebody who is fasting, and I keep telling her, this thing is, causing serious havoc to you, your system, because it's not really everybody's system that can carry it. So she tends to have ulcer, most times the linings of our inner walls and all that. So I keep telling her, the fact that fasting works for A, it doesn't really work for B. Whatever fasting, one is planning to take. So I really want you to strike a balance here, that if you're fasting and your system is not really aligning with it, what can you do? Because most people tend to do these things because people say it is good. It's a detox, it helps you, it does this. But then, let's just strike a balance. If it's not working for you, it means you're not aligned with it. That's just what I want.
Okay, so when you say this person, the system is not carrying it or allowing her, how do you mean? What exactly is she experiencing?
Okay, she has triggers whenever she fasts.
Triggers of what?
She knows what I'm saying here. She has triggers whenever she's fasting. Okay. Sometimes it makes her throw up. Sometimes she has gaseous exchange, acid reflux, everything, the whole 9 yards. So that's what I'm trying to say. She's aware of what I'm saying.
All right. Is there any other thing you want to add? Okay. All right. Udeme, what do you say to Mrs. Obolo, who has raised a very important point?
Thank you very much for that question, ma'am. All right. There's a way God created the human body. It's created to balance itself from time to time. It's called homeostasis. It's like what happens to your stabilizer, for instance. When the stabilizer attached to your fridge or generator, whatever it is, whatever appliances you have in the house, when there's high voltage, the stabilizer helps to regulate, self-regulate outage, I'm not an engineer, outage of power or something like that. So the body has been created in such a way that you don't overdo things and you don't underdo things. But unfortunately, we live in a culture whereby because something works for one person, we assume that it should work for everybody. So for her now, whenever you go into fasting, every time you eat, your body stores energy and uses the one that it needs. So when you fast and you stay for a period of time without food going into your mouth, the body goes to go and take the reservoir, the stored in form of glycogen, and convert it back to glucose and continues to run your daily activities. Imagine you sleeping and waking up, there's no energy in your body. I don't think you'll be able to wake up. Because even while you're sleeping, your body is using energy. While you're breathing, your body is using energy. Even when you are consciously active or inactive, the body still uses energy. So for somebody like her who has gone to an extreme, if only she understood that she's already putting her body in a destabilized state. For her to have got into acid reflux, it means that the body has now, there's how it's like using a generator, you overuse it to a point that it just shuts down. So the body is no longer regulating it. That's why we have the adverse effects where you can see acid reflux and the like. So I would advise, and it's one thing, there's one downside of our culture, our African culture. Once we find something beneficial, we tend to abuse it. So much of a good thing is also an abuse. So it's not only when you take in bad things that is an abuse. Misuse of these things is like an abuse. I always tell people that diet is like medications. You will say, because I have a very strong headache now, I will now swallow 6 pills of paracetamol or 6 tablets of paracetamol at a time. Number one, it won't resolve the headache. Number two, you've caused damage to your liver. So the word moderation should be really drummed into the ears of our people. When something is good, doesn't mean that we should abuse it. So I think for her, she just needs to see consultable a dietitian or a medical practitioner who will sit her down and guide her, because our bodies have been wired differently. That's why dietary regimen is usually highly individualized. You personalize it.
All right.
You won't say because it worked for that person or this person does not mean that my own system or your system will work the same way.
All right. Interesting. We want to go for a quick hype, but one of our listeners here is asking for you to kindly explain the difference between fasting and starvation, so we know we're doing it right. Maybe if you're doing your fasting but you're not really fasting right, you're now more or less you're starving instead of fasting because you're not doing it right. Can you speak to that? Okay, very quickly, within 50 seconds, if you can.
Okay, fasting is what you do because of factors beyond your control. But fasting is something you do around factors within your control. Starvation is that because something is not available, that's why you're starving.
All right. All right.
But if it's available and you make a choice not to indulge, then you're fasting.
Okay, I will come back to this because after the break, I'd like you to tell me, Udeme Umoh, is there a way one could fast and fast wrongly that will end up making it starvation? I don't know. But when we come up from this break, you tell me. And then we'll look at more benefits of fasting, all right, to our health. Because there's this controversy about diabetes and blood sugar and all that. We want fast. So we'll come back to you after this short commercial break. Stay with us. Udeme Umoh is our guest. She's a registered dietitian and nutritionist right here on Health Thursday on the Morning Crossfire. My name is Kofi Bartels. Please stay with us.
This is an infomercial.
Introducing the essence of true authenticity in fragrance. Wazobia perfume, the correct scent. A unique blend that captivates the authentic spirit of Nigeria, now available in both perfume and body spray. Designed for everyone. Yes, you heard it right. Wazobia is a unisex fragrance perfect for both men and women. Its rich and versatile aroma is a statement of inclusivity and unity. Unleash your confidence with every spray. Are you a retailer or do you love to buy in bulk? We've got you covered across Nigeria. Wazobia perfume comes in cartons of 24 bottles and the body spray is available in cartons of 48. Interested in making Wazobia perfume a part of your collection or store? For carton purchases, contact us at email contact@wazobiacosmetics.ng. That is in capital letters, contact@wazobiacosmetics.ng, or call us on 0809 597 5981. 0809 597 5981. Our team is ready to assist you with your orders. Wazobia perfume, the correct scent. Your new signature fragrance is just a call or a click away. Authentic, unisex, confidence. Wazobia.
All right, we're still here on the Morning Crossfire. Please keep your messages coming through. After that, Hype will go for a set of commercials, like I said, and we'll be back in 6 minutes, and then we'll take more of your thoughts. I see a message here. Dr. Najegule says, I think what Mrs. Oboli wanted to say is that, can fasting lead to ulcer? Okay, well, Tope will answer your question. I guess we'll take that when we come back from our commercial break. Please stay with us.
The holy month of Ramadan is upon us. As we embark in this journey, let's not forget to show love through sharing. Stay ahead with Dairy Power from Sahur to Iftar. Join us every Monday to Friday as we explore the spiritual and physical benefits of the month. The show comes with exciting recipes that will make your Sahur and Iftar memorable. Catch us on our YouTube page, Hollandia Dairy Nigeria. This Ramadan, stay ahead with Dairy Power. Ramadan Mubarak from Hollandia.
Every parent wants to see their child growing up happy and healthy. Introducing Renzo Vitamins for Kids, a secret to your child's daily nutrition and boundless joy. With Renzo Vitamins, your child will have the energy to embrace every moment and unlock their full potential. Give your child a head start in life with Renzo Vitamins for Kids, because a happy child is a healthy child.
Lagos, gear up for the second edition of Upbeat Fest happening this Easter from the 29th of March to April 1st, 2024. Be part of the Upbeat Fest. Come with your family and friends and enjoy a truckload of fun experiences like the Easter egg hunt, fun obstacles and games, live entertainment, trampoline jumping, wall climbing, trampoline basketball, and thrilling water tag competitions. That's not all. Kids get face painting, arts and craft sessions with the Upbeat Fest Fun Fair Games, where plenty of rewards await. It's a thrilling 4 days extravaganza for all ages. Tickets include basic bunny package for 5,000 naira, regular bunny package for 17,000 naira, standard bunny package for 20,000 naira, premium bunny package for 25,000 naira, and family bunny package for 80,000 naira that covers a group of 5. Tickets can be purchased on site at our center or at trx.africa/discover/Upbeat Fest. Upbeat Fest. Fun for one, fun for all. Refreshed by Ribena.
Start your day and have a good time. Kivo Crema. Where you need to have the break time. Kivo Crema. It's not tea, but Garita. Kivo Crema. Kivo Crema.
You are welcome to my world. Everything looking nice. My Samsung Assurance card. sabi.
Madam, you don't try this new Lush Hair 4-in-1 no-lie relaxer kit. We get free neutralizing shampoo and conditioner join.
What? Me, I know deal.
You're not even sabi what's in the apple for town. You see this Lush Hair relaxer so?
E no dey pepper, e no dey burn. E go even make your hair shine like oil.
Na so, Lush Hair relaxer kit na correct. We no go make your hair cut. We no go make your hair dry. E no dey pepper and e dey relax hair well. Simply time. Come buy your own.
Lush Hair. Be beautiful.
Introducing the Save and Win Pali Promo 3. This season, we're giving away 89 million naira. Don't be left out. Save 10,000 naira or more in your Union Bank account and perform at least 5 transactions monthly to qualify. And you could be the lucky winner of a brand new GAC SUV, plus other exciting prizes. And it's open to new and existing customers. To open an account, visit unionbankng.com or download the Union mobile app or walk into any branch near you. Terms and conditions apply.
Union Bank, your simpler, smarter bank.
Thanks for calling Bastion HMO.
Since I signed up with Bastion HMO, I don't worry about hospital bills. I get access to top quality health care and still save enough for other things. They even help me pre-book my doctor's appointments. Bastion HMO also gives me access to over 1,700 hospitals and clinics with the freedom to switch whenever. I feel so in control of my finances and health.
Call 0800 Bastion or visit www.bastionhmo.com to purchase a plan that suits your needs. Bastion Health, the HMO that puts you in control.
Hey! Dear Glow subscribers, are you aware of the new directive from the Nigerian Communications Commission (NCC)? You could lose your mobile number just like that.
Unless you link your Glow SIM with your NIN immediately, your mobile number will be gone.
Don't let this happen to you. Act now and save your precious mobile number.
Just dial *996# to check your NIN linking status. Follow the steps and visit any of our Glow outlets or SIM registration agents close to you. You could also visit the NIMC office close to you to get your NIN registration done.
Make sure your number is safe and secure. Don't delay. Do it today. Remember, SIM registration is free.
Glow Unlimited.
He done of trading himself. James, hello.
Susan, I beg. Say you the wine me.
For where? You who no longer depend solely on your salary.
So you people trade and don't carry us along in this office, Abby?
Jerry, now you they talk like this? Who doesn't want an extra stream of income? But I'm still looking for better trading conditions, I beg. Fast execution of my trades and possibly an account where swap no go carry all my profits where I don't know.
Guy, hfm.com.
For me, I wouldn't mind better spreads at all, and it won't be a bad idea to be able to make withdrawals in a flash.
All we want is transparency and great customer service.
Guys, I said hfm.com.
Which one is hfm.com again?
Switch to HFM today to enjoy ultra-fast execution, 1 to 2,000 leverage, tight spreads, swap-free, and more.
Guy, show us the way now.
Wait, are you sure deposits and withdrawals are sharp?
I said
hfm.com.
Visit www.hfm.com. HFM, online trading at its finest.
99.3 Nigeria Info.
Your number one station for talk. Let's talk. This is Morning Crossfire on 99.3 Nigeria Info.
All right, welcome back. It's still Health First Day right here on the Morning Crossfire 99.3. Nigeria Info. I'm Kofi Bartels. Our guest this morning is a registered dietitian. She's a licensed dietitian and a nutritionist, and she is a public health professional. She's a member of the Nutrition Society of Nigeria, member of the International Confederation of Dietetic Association. Member Institute for Dietetics in Nigeria. As a registered dietitian and nutritionist, she has worked with the University of Uyo Teaching Hospital, Uyo Akwa Ibom State, University of Nigeria Teaching Hospital, Enugu, and Lagos University Teaching Hospital, and also consulted for several private hospitals for patients with different disease conditions like diabetes, hypertension, Parkinson's disease, anemia, high cholesterol, cancer, GERD, menopause, fertility, and fibroid issues, and lots more. As a public health professional, she's worked as a research assistant, research dietitian, and supervisor on national and international non-government organizations such as TED Fund Project on Malnutrition, Save the Children International, World Health Organization, WHO, International Vaccine Institute, Urban Malaria Study on local and state projects in communities, meant to promote health and prevent diseases. Her name is Udeme Umoh, and she joins us this morning on the Crossfire to look at the health benefits of fasting in the season of Lent and Ramadan. Are there any health benefits attached? She says yes, there are benefits. She talked about cells in our body are the ones that are meant to are dying and have to replace with new cells. But she also says that everything must be done in moderation. Don't overdo it, as it is with everything in life. But before we went on the break, one of our listeners asked a question. I want to rephrase it. Is there a way you could fast and render that fast ineffective because you're not doing it right?
Okay, first and foremost, let me just say who should not be fasting.
All right.
I think we should start from there. Even as much as we all just say, "Oh, let's fast, it improves our health. Let's fast." Who should not be fasting? Number one, growing children should not be fasting. Pregnant or breastfeeding women should not be fasting. Those who are malnourished should not be fasting. Then people with some kind of diseases like type 1 diabetes, cancer, liver disease, kidney disease, reflux, and heartburn. So I see people, the thing is that you go into fasting without not even considering what is your medical status, what is your health status. It's like saying you want to go and get a loan from the bank. They will ask you many questions. What's your financial status? But when it comes to our health here, we are very used to being self-diagnosing ourselves. It's very rare to find people walk up to the doctor and say, "Okay, doctor, I'm about to go on the fasting. Can I know what my health status is? Can my body take it?" So I think that's where we'll make the mistake from. Without us first finding who is qualified to even go on a fast. Just because it's been declared as a religious fast, or just because somebody said online that if you do food fast, if you do take spoons for the next 14 days, you would move from 109 to 59. We just buy it and then we just go on a ride without not first doing our own assessment. So I think the first step is to first know who should be fasting and who should not be fasting. So people who have health conditions, who have medical histories, who have done proper medical assessments, laboratory assessments, who know their health status, should be the one to say, "Okay, can I go on a fast or can I not go on a fast?"
I see. All right. One of our listeners, I think via WhatsApp, tried to help Mr. Boli rephrase the question. But I would say is his question too as well. For those who have ulcer, can they have issues if they go on any of the fasts that you mentioned? He's also asking, can fasting lead to ulcer? That's talked by Najegule.
Yes, fasting can lead to ulcer. Even consistent fast, even though ulcer is caused by a particular bacteria, found around the gut area, but there's how you can subject the body to now self-defend itself. There's something that I mentioned earlier, that we have a particular system that God has put in place where the body is a way of self-defense, self-protect against external forces. But when you now expose yourself too much, it gets to a point that your body now begins to fight itself instead of protecting itself. So that's where ulcer comes in. But for somebody who has ulcer, I have once had ulcer, and it was as a result of taking drugs consistently than I should have, which was when I was really young and I was at my very naive stage. Before I got into food health, like became a health practitioner. But when I got to have the right knowledge and I started taking steps, so I didn't fast for a period of time when I had ulcer until I was able to address that.
All right.
And it went and it's never come back. Like it's been a long time. I took the right steps, saw a doctor, took the right diet, and then it went.
Okay, interesting. Have you heard people say, "Oh, I was diagnosed with ulcer," even maybe peptic ulcer or some other sort of ulcer, and I used to feel tummy aches sometimes when I don't eat, but nowadays I fast and I don't feel that pain anymore. I can fast and I'm okay. Have you heard anyone say something like that before? Is it even possible?
It's possible. Maybe they now ate the right diet, and their body was able to now arrest that situation. It's possible. And they might have even eaten it unknowingly that they've been eating the right diet.
I see.
Yeah.
All right. Let's go through the different types of fasting. Personally, I recently started to do a fruit fast. I just got a brainwave and I went onto it, and I I fruit fast 4 days a week. I fruit fast 4 days a week, and then the remaining 3 days I get everything back into my system, be it protein. I may not be doing it right, so please don't judge me. Maybe we'll talk after now. If I can afford you, but talk to us about. And I've seen that a bit of my weight has dropped. I just want to stay healthy. Really, that's it. So talk to us about the different kinds of fasting, how to do them right.
Okay, first and foremost, before you go into any fasting, you can't talk about fasting. Now I'm talking about time. So I think the origin of fasting was we talk about what type of food, but we don't talk about the timing. So the difference between somebody who eats normal diet and somebody who fasts is timing. Somebody can decide, okay, I will not eat. Maybe I will start my first meal at 12 and my last meal at 8, and we eat all the calorie that somebody who started eating at 6 a.m. or 7 a.m. till 7 p.m. had consumed. So the difference is just timing. And then also, second thing about fasting is it sustainable? If something is not sustainable for you, then what should you venture into it? And also, when you do these things and then you do this today, tomorrow you do that, you are confusing your body metabolism. That's why you find that people that do this strict diet, all of a sudden they lose 5 kg, 10 kg, and 2 weeks later, in fact, research has shown that most time after fasting, whether it's a religious fast, whether it's a health fast, there's a possibility of you regaining that weight 3 weeks after you have stopped that program. So if I'm going to gain that weight back, why am I now venturing on it in the first place? So for somebody like you who is doing a food fast, I want to ask, why did you choose to do a food fast?
It's a long story. I've read some material on it. I just felt I felt I needed to detox. I felt I just needed to free myself, give my balls a rest, really, and eat healthy. After you've eaten a lot of junk food for a while, and you say, okay, I want to live this lifestyle. And I needed to really fast, and I felt I could not go without food for a while as much as others have the strength to do. So I said, okay, let me do the one that my stomach can afford, instead of rushing, to do maybe water fast or just to stay without food for a day or two. So I'm doing the one I can afford, and really I think I need all that. I mean, I've eaten a lot of things that I don't like. It's not on advice; it's just based on what I've read out there. So that's that. For me, that's the reason why. And at a certain age, if you're not working out, you're not okay. So this is it. Yeah, my BMI. If you look at me, with the ordinary eye, you won't know that my BMI is high. But consistently, each time I go for my checkup, they tell me my BMI is high, and they told me I'm extremely obese. Believe it or not, so and it's always been the case. And I've been told if I don't try to shed some weight, especially on my abdomen, my tummy, my chest, everywhere, that it may have adverse effects on my heart. I don't have the time to work out. I don't have the time to exercise. Really, I'm very busy. And the only time I try to create time to sleep if I can't sleep. So I don't really have the time. And I felt I needed to do something. I just needed to do something to help myself. You understand? So I've been able to shed some weight, and I can see that my abdomen is a bit leaner. Certainly my waistline has gone down. Okay. But I eat. I eat. The rest of the 3 days I do that. And maybe as time goes on, someone like you can give me a right way to go about it. But I just need to get myself back down some kgs.
Okay. All right. For somebody who has a very busy schedule, if you won't tell me you don't have 30 minutes in a day. Now let me say this: research has now shown that the sitting is now the new smoking. Yeah.
Sitting is the new smoking.
Is the new smoking. The same effect that smoking does to the system, the same effect that sitting consistently does to the system.
I see.
So in as much as we want to, and I always say this, that physical training and diet is like the king and the queen of a kingdom.
Oh, I see.
Yeah. So if you have diet and you don't have physical exercise or strength training, what's going to happen to the kingdom if there's a king without a queen? I think we should just take it back home. If it really matters to you, One of my mentors will say, the moment you get to the age of 35, 40, you don't eat for enjoyment, you eat for life.
Absolutely. That's what I'm trying to do. That's what I'm trying to do. Yeah.
But now the approach now matters. Because something about wisdom, diet wisdom, nutrition wisdom, it has to be the right approach. Yes, we want to get a particular result, but what approach are we using? So if it's just about diets, there are other health benefits that physical activity will give to you that you would even enjoy doing with the diet. For instance, now if you're somebody who is physically active, one of them is that your productivity would increase. Secondly, it helps to control your appetite. Your happy hormones are available, and the likes. So for me, I would say, how long do you think you can keep up with the 4 days of eating just fruits?
Okay, so I don't know. That's why, like I said, I always speak to someone to know, what else I can do. But the thing is, honestly, I love exercise. I love outdoor activity. I used to play football on the big field twice a week just to keep myself physically active. But the truth is, as it stands, I can't afford daily exercise. I'm being honest. I
get it. Doesn't have to be.
But what I try to do sometimes is to take a walk. Maybe in the office I can walk around the compound. Put on my Skechers. Even I'm wearing suit, I wear Skechers and walk around. But in order not to lose track, what you're saying is, I need to add to my dieting or whatever it is I'm doing. I need to add physical exercise to it, to make sure I have a balance. Right?
Yes.
Okay. Fantastic. Udeme, let's leave me for now. I won't go to the phone lines because a lot of listeners are trying to call in, and then I'll come back to you. Hello. Good morning.
Hello. Good morning.
Yeah. What's your name?
This is Joy.
Okay, Joy from Iba.
No, this is Market Woman.
Oh yeah, Market Woman. Welcome. Please go.
See, she's saying the truth. When we used to go to farm, we will not eat until we walk. After we have walked before we come and eat. But it's not like that now. This our generation, we eat too much. What I observe about myself, if I fast, I'm very strong. But when I say, okay, let me go and break and eat food, my body will now become heavy. I'll say, is it this food do too much damage to my body or what? And again, fasting cannot bring ulcer. There is something wrong before. It's not that fasting. Fasting is good for our body. Thank you.
All right. That's someone who's agreeing with you. I don't know what you say to that.
She's correct.
Okay. I was diagnosed with I think is it peptic ulcer? They told me I had ulcer and they gave me some drugs to take. But I find that even if it's religious fast or this one I'm doing, I don't feel no pain no more. It's been a long time. Is it that it's hidden there? But like I said, maybe we'll talk. I don't want to make this about me. But is it that it's hidden there? People like me, is that hidden there? Or maybe our body is healing?
No, the body has the power to self-heal itself. It could just be that there was something you were not doing right, and along the line, you started giving the body the right nutrient that it needs, and then it's now healing itself.
All right.
Like I said, it happened to me too. I used to have ulcer as well, but when I became fully aware about nutritional knowledge, I started practicing officially, and now I begin to take conscious effort about what I eat and what I don't eat. It just disappeared one day. I found like it was no longer there. And it's been off for years now. Yes.
Wow. In fact, if you cook and you put pepper inside, you and me will fight then. But I think now I don't feel it again. Okay, let's quickly the different types of fasting and the benefits. So we talked about diabetics, that people who have type 2 diabetes should not fast. But I've seen some people who say they had pre-diabetes, for instance, and that they started intermittent fasting, and then they went for another test, and the pre-diabetes was gone. So please tell us, what is intermittent fasting, and can it cure diabetes?
Okay, so intermittent fasting is a pattern of eating that switches between periods of fasting and non-fasting. We have different types. Intermittent fasting is a lot of it's a long topic that if we stay here, we will not finish it today. But what I would say is it's supposed to be used for a period of time.
Okay.
Yes. So not everyone should just wake up and say, because somebody said he or she had type 1 diabetes or had pre-diabetes and then started doing intermittent and it reversed. It may not be so for everybody. So for pre-diabetes, we all know that it's the beta cells which produces insulin that breaks down, One of the things it does is that during that fasting period, it makes your insulin more sensitive to do its work.
Okay.
And it could also have been as a result of weight loss. Because even research has shown that if you are able to lose 5 to 10% of your correct weight, your blood pressure and your blood sugar level will be better controlled.
Oh, really?
Yes. So when people come to me and say, I want to go from 100 to 59, I'm like, let's just start with 5%.
Take it easy.
5 to 10, slow and steady. I personally am not a fast person. Like, what I mean by fast, like, I see we've got the way we want to have fast diet, fast weight loss, everything fast. But those weights were not gained fast. It kept happening over a period of time. You kept eating, so it would take a while to, get it down slowly. And when you get it down slowly, there's something that progress does to the mind. When it's so fast, it looks like it's fake. Even your mind cannot believe that it actually happened. So the mind can trick itself to go back to eating and tell, no, this is not real. This cannot be possible. But when you do something gradually, there's this sense of satisfaction.
All right. Because of time, and quickly, what is the right way, the safest way to break a fast? Some people want to eat everything they didn't eat from morning till night.
Okay, first and foremost, the best way to break a fast is to start with warm water.
Okay.
Then give yourself about 30 minutes to 1 hour. Have something light. When I mean something light, I mean something a bit, when it comes to texture, something a bit tenderized, like pap, like moi moi, like oats, like maybe a drink or something. Then give yourself another 2 hours. Then you eat small portion nutrient-rich food. So, but I see the mistake. I remember I was on a facility one time where a 70-year-old man broke his fast with a bottle of fizzy drink and then died some hours later.
Oh,
yes,
really?
It was real before my very eyes. Yes.
True story.
True story. Yes, true story.
Jesus.
True story.
Jesus.
He was rushed into the facility, and then by the time we began to probe, he had fasted about maybe 24 hours straight or something. He had gone through a series of fasting, and then the first thing, because of how, and that's a mistake we make, and went off immediately.
My God.
So I'm sure if he had known his health status before starting the fast, maybe there were other, pre-existing conditions we don't know. But that's why we have to be very careful that just because something is strange doesn't mean that it's valuable and is the truth. Find out what works with you. We decide. They said there are 2 kinds of pain.
Okay, Udeme, please hold the thought. I'm so sorry. Let's take a hype. We'll come back and then we'll say goodbye. We'll give you time to round off, please.
Okay.
This is an infomercial.
Have you ever dreamed of creating videos that captivate and inspire? Are you in search of that perfect space where your visual ideas can flourish? Or perhaps you're on the lookout for a venue that'll add a touch of magic to your events? Look no further. At We Entertainment Production Limited, we're not just a media production company, we're your gateway to bringing visions to life. Nestled in the heart of Lekki, Lagos, we offer an oasis for creators like you. Whether it's TV or film production, event coverage that captures every memorable moment, commercials that resonate, breathtaking music videos, the artistry of photography, or content that engages. We have it all. Plus, with our state-of-the-art studio rentals, you're equipped with professional-grade gear from the get-go. At We Entertainment Production Limited, we believe in doing beautiful things. This is our promise to you. Get in touch today. Call us at 0908-826-5049, 0908-826-5049, or email info@web.ng. That is, in capital letters, info@wep.ng. We Entertainment Production Limited, where beautiful things happen.
Okay, I want to say goodbye to a guest, and thanks to Udeme, more registered dietitian. Udeme, where can people find you on social media? On IG, maybe?
Okay, on Instagram at Meet the Food Doctor. correctly spelled.
All right, Meet the Food Doctor. Udeme,
Yes.
thank you very much for your time.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, we'll have you back again for part 2. I think we will just focus strictly on maybe intermittent fasting because you said there's a whole lot to talk about. Is that okay?
Yes.
Fantastic. Yeah. All right then. My name is Kofi Bartels. That's the size of our package. I'm going to pick the winners of the One Plate and NG on the other side live on my dashboard, but let's go for a commercial.
Do you want your children to excel in STEM subjects? Enroll them today on Get Bonded.
99.3 Nigeria Info. We are more than just radio. Subscribe to our YouTube channel at Nigeria Info FM. Check us out on Facebook at Nigeria Info 99.3. Follow us on Twitter at Nigeria Info FM and on Instagram at Nigeria Info FM Lagos for live updates as it happens. 99.3 Nigeria.